Hello, and welcome to my tutorial on how to format output. This basically means that instead of having a long decimal output, we can have it round to, let's just say, 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places, and we can even have it print out the money sign or the percent sign automatically. So, let's get started. First, we are going to have the 3 imports. This one is the import of classes. This one is the scanner class because we're going to ask the user. The number format is the one where we can automatically add the percent sign or the number sign. The money sign, and the decimal format, which we can decide on how many decimal places we want it to round to. So of course we start off with our main method, and then we're going to start off with number format. We're going to create the objects. And we're going to call it C for currency. We can call it anything we want though, but just to clear up confusion, I guess. And we're going to say NumberFormat.getCurrency, and then we're going to do the same thing for percent, which we'll call P. Get percent instance. Okay. We're also going to create the decimal format one, which is a little bit different, so we'll say decimal format, and we'll call it DF for short, equals new decimal format, and parentheses, quotations, number sign, point, and then this is where however many zeros you have is however many decimal places it will round to. So I'm going to use 3 as my example. We also have to create the scanner class. Alright, and then we have to ask the user to enter, and we'll keep it short, we'll say enter money. Of course, money to convert to, or not to convert, but to round. So we also have to use a variable, double, and we'll call it money, equals scan.nextDouble. We'll do the same thing for enter decimal to convert to percent. And we'll call this percent equals scan.nextDouble. And we'll do the same thing for this one, and we'll say enter number to round. And we'll say double, and we'll call it variable. Okay, and now we are going to, this was all the inputs, and the objects were up here. Now we are going to convert them. But we're only going to do the first 2, which is the percent and money, because the decimal format is a little bit different, so we could all do it in the same line. So we'll call, as for the money, we'll say string MR, which stands for money rounded, equals C.format, and we use money. And we're using C.format because this is the variable that we assigned up here. Like I said, we can use anything we want. And then we'll do the same thing for percent rounded, equals P.format this time. And we're going to use percent. Lastly, we are going to print out our results. So let's print out money rounded. Let's print out percent rounded, and lastly the decimal format. But this one's a little bit differently, so we're going to call upon the object that we created, which is df decimal format dot format of variable. And now we are done. So let's go ahead and run this, and we're going to enter an amount of money. We're going to enter a percent, and we're going to enter what do you call it? A variable to round to. Okay, so for the amount of money, which is perfect, 256 with the money sign, the percent sign, because percents usually don't have decimals, it rounded to the nearest whole number, and then with the current or the variable that we set to 3 rounding places did it perfectly. And also, just as a side note, we could even enter just like 2, 1, and 2 point, just like that. It will automatically round it to $2 and even include the 0.00. 1 will become 100%, and then when you have a long variable, it will even round to the decimal places even though they are zeros. Just to clarify that it rounded 3 decimal places. So, thank you for watching, and I hope this cleared up any confusion or questions that you had on formatting output. And now to upload to YouTube. Oh no, someone cut my Ethernet cable.